Hi, in this video we will talk about typing library. We have already know variable annotation for some basic type like string and integer. So how about other complex types in Python like list, dictionary, even a COBOL function as parameters? Actually, after Python 3.5, we introduced a built-in module called typing, and from this module began to support more complex type for variable annotation or function annotation like list, dictionary, tuple, COBOL, etc. Let's see some examples. Before that, please keep in mind all this typing library can be used as variable annotation and function annotation. First is capital list. We know that list has elements, so for type annotation, we can point out that the variable is a list, and in the same time, we can point out the element types in the list. For example, it could be string, integer, or even a list of string or integers. Let's see some examples. Here we have defined some variables, and you can see the students is a list, and the type of the elements in this list is string. So you can see from the value is A, B, and C. Both are strings. And for years, it's a list of integers. So for the value, they are both integers. And for quarter, it's a list, but the element of this list is also a list, and it's an integer list. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is quarter. And if we type the underscore annotations, we can find all these annotation as key value pairs, and the value is the typing library, and is list, and here is also a list. Let's check the dictionary and tuple. For dictionary, it has key and value pairs. So for annotation, we should indicate the type of key and the type of value. For tuple, we only need to indicate the type of element. And here are some examples for dictionary and tuple. And you can see the first one, names, is a dictionary, and we use the first element for the key type and the second element for the value type. So here the key type is string, the value type is integer. And for person is a tuple, and for tuple we know that we can't change values in the tuple. So here the tuple has 3 items, and the first one, the type of first one is string, second one is integer, and the third one is string. Nums is also a tuple, and we can use one integer type because we already know that all the elements in this tuple are integers. And also we can use underscore annotation to check the key value pairs for our annotations. The last typing library I want to mention is COBOL. It's a COBOL object-like function. In this COBOL type, we can point out the function's argument type and return value type. Here is an example for COBOL typing. And first we define the function sum, and we use function annotation to point out the type of arguments and the type of the return values. And we defined another function called demo, and the demo has 3 arguments. The first one is an integer, the second one is a COBOL function actually, and this function has the first element is the function argument type. There are 2 integer as argument, and the last one is the return values type. It is also an integer. And the third argument is the args, and it's a tuple, and there are two elements in the tuple. Both are integers, and the return is none. And okay, so if we call this function, and we can get this result. Okay, that's all about this video, and we only mentioned some basic information about typing library. And if you want to get more detailed information, please go to read this pipe 544. Okay, thanks.